Like, I was pissing around with Grok the other day, right? And I generated photos of Prince William kissing Rose Hanbury. The other thing I wanted to touch on tonight, actually, was this thing that popped up on Instagram earlier on today. So frequent viewers will know that since way back, right? Since the podcast started, basically, which is like, what, fucking 3.5 years ago now? I've been ringing alarm bells about deep fake technology. I wrote a blog about it before Biden became president. I've said a bunch of times on the show and on paper reviews and stuff about how dangerous it is. That, pretty soon you won't be able to tell if something's real or not. And we already have issues with that by way of referendum lies, fake news. That's not to mention Elon Musk's faked or doctored Telegraph articles or libelous documentaries getting shared to his 240 million followers or whatever. We are already societally, politically volatile enough with regards to news and veracity. And I've been saying, what's going to happen when somebody does something really fucking dodgy, but we don't know if it's true or not. Open up the newspaper and there'll be an open up the newspaper. You'll check a news site and there'll be an MP4 of something and somebody will deny that it's real. They'll just go, no, it's obviously a deep fake. It's not. It actually happened. But yeah, I know, but whatever. News cycle moves on. That's the end of it. They'll be able to dismiss stuff. Like, what even will the truth be soon is what I've been saying. And until now, it's mostly been what? It's been Mid-Journey is a big AI image generation solution. It's been Grok more recently on Twitter. Elon Musk has his own image generation thing called Grok. I was pissing around with Grok the other day, right? And I generated photos of Prince William kissing Rose Hanbury. I generated this picture of, Prince William kissing Rose Hanbury, which sounds troubling, doesn't it? You're probably like, what are you doing, Aid? What are you doing? Why would you do that? Like, here you are worrying about the dangers of fake news and AI and everything, and you personally are generating images like this, are you? What is wrong with you? And I get it, honestly, I get it, I understand. But just, chill out with the clapbacks, okay? Because it isn't as bad as it definitely looks. Because this is why, right? This isn't fake news. It's not. This is just using technology to recreate something that already happened. Allegedly, reportedly, etc., etc.
I think we all know who the alleged other woman is. Say it with me.
Rose Hanbury.
Now, there have been rumors of an affair between William and the marching band of chicanery since 2019.
Anyway, so until now, it's been just photos, right? It's been just a bit of audio. I don't know if you watch the paper reviews or if you just do the podcast or whatever, but there's an AI audio of King Charles on my paper reviews sometimes where he calls Prince Andrew a nonce-burger, right? Because it's fun. And why not? Because he paid a child who was trafficked to let him empty his balls inside her. He paid the woman who was a child at the time $15 million to stop dragging him through the courts because he didn't want to have to sit there in the dock and answer questions about the time he left the massage room with empty balls having just had sex in her. That is what happened. So fuck him. I will make a deep fake AI where King Charles calls him a nonce-burger. And also, you know what? We're probably just recreating something that has already happened as well. Like, why wouldn't King Charles call him that? King Charles probably calls him a nonce-burger all the time. Well, maybe not a nonce-burger. I mean, that is a bit me, isn't it? I made up nonce-burger. And I imagine, King Charles probably has a bit more reserve to him, a bit more decorum. Good manners. Wouldn't necessarily call someone a nonce-burger or even a paedophile, probably. I reckon you could be, the brother of the king. I reckon you could be a raging nonce-burger. I reckon you could embarrass their family, rob him and the other siblings of $15 million in that will after the Queen snuffed it, right? And I reckon, honestly, the manners, the firm, the royals, the reserve, the stiff upper lip and all of that, I reckon the Winters would still just refer to him as a little unbecoming. I reckon that would... Anyway, so AI photos, fun, mischief, deepfakes. This, guys, this is what people are using AI to do now. This is how advanced the AI generators are getting.
Someone tell me if we should be worried about this or not. So this new Flux AI generator version just came out and the pictures are almost indistinguishable from real life. Now there's tons of sites that have free trials for it. I just ended up using this one right here. And just to prove how good it is, my prompt is going to be Einstein at a high school party in 2004. There it is. You can see how realistic that looks. Another crazy thing, it's actually really good at adding text to your images. The real problem is people are taking these pictures like this Darth Maul picture I generated where he's flooded in Maiamai, and they upload it to an image to video generator. I use LUMA Labs here, and people are actually believing this is real. Like, I had to do a double take on this AI generated reel of these people saving a giraffe off a cliff. It has millions of views and almost 40,000 likes.
Like, how insane is that? And it's just open to use. It's just free to use, really? To generate realistic, basically indistinguishable now photos. And Grok has no fucking restrictions on it. And then you can upload them to the video thing, and immediately you have shit like this. Look at this. Prince William kissing Rose Ham. Look at it. Look at that shit. Like, how is this not terrifying? How long is it going to be before somebody knocks up a Starmer thing? You know, and it's got audio of him as well. You could do the audio, and it's just him recorded, and you can see him now, and it's just him saying, like, nah, fuck it, don't charge him. Don't charge the grooming gangs. You know, to be honest, I love paedophiles. In fact, that reminds me, I must be off now. I need to go and meet up with my good friend Prince Andrew and bang some teenagers. How long? I could do that in a few minutes. You could do that now if you wanted to. How long before Tommy Robinson uses it or abuses it, right? But you think Elon Musk wouldn't retweet this? Really? Like, he's been retweeting and quote tweeting blue tick accounts with conspiracy theories and bullshit like all day, today. Go and look at his Twitter account. It's insane. Like, I was thinking earlier, like this week as the New Orleans news came up, you know, the guy plowed into the crowd. And then later the next day, there was that news that the Tesla truck exploded. And it exploded right outside a Trump hotel, didn't it? And everyone was saying, oh, that's a hell of a metaphor, right, for the coming year. 1st of January, a Tesla truck explodes outside a Trump hotel. Everyone's like, that's a bit on the nose. That's like... But I was honestly like, is this a real video? Like, it's one of the first times I've actually stopped consciously. Like, you know, usually if there's an incredible video, like a weird video that goes all over the media landscape, like 5 or 6 days later, I will think back and I go like, I should have remembered that there are, you know, I've got to start remembering. I've got to start questioning more. This was one of the first times I actually genuinely went, but is it real though? Like, I honestly don't know. At this point, I don't know if I can believe that footage of the burning Tesla there. It looks like a Tesla. It's being reported as though it's happened, as it's fact. But I could fucking knock that up in a second. I could. So that's what I did. Look at these two. It's Prince William and Rose Hanbury kissing in front of a Tesla Cybertruck in front of a Trump hotel. And it clearly says Trump Hotel on it. It's like how is this not the most frightening thing ever?